What's up, everyone? Scott the TroutHammer here. It's been way too long. Let's get this out of the way. Miss you guys. So I am very slowly but very surely getting back in the swing of things. I've got a huge backlog of videos I still need to edit and get released to you guys. More information on that to come, but it is trout season here in Oregon. I'm recording this video on my birthday. You know, it's early spring. They're starting to stock all the local ponds and lakes with trout, and I want to start the process of passing along the TroutHammer waste to my daughter, so she's going to be joining us fishing today. I'm excited to see her catch her first fish, excited to show her her first fish ever. She hasn't seen a live fish that close to her. And as per usual, longtime viewers of the channel, you know how we do things here. We're going to give tips and tricks along the way, techniques to help you guys be more successful. But before we get into that, if you guys haven't already, do us all a favor and hit that subscribe button down there. Click the notify bell next to it and click all notifications so you guys will be the first to see all the great content that's going to come from this channel. So we're going to fish getting packed up here, and the next time you guys will see us, it'll be out on the water.
Yep, you saw me. There you go, guys. That's a fish. There we go, guys. That's unreal! Oh, this is such an awesome looking fish. Oh, yeah! All right, guys, check that out.
Yeah, this really should not take long at all. I'm talking imminent doinkage. Imminent. You want a hug? I want a hug. I love you. Now, the reason I actually went with the single egg barbless hook, barbless because I'm doing catch and release, don't really need to hurt the fish today. But also, like I said, fishing on my birthday, I'm just out to enjoy myself, enjoy the day. Any fish will be a good fish. So that single egg barbless hook will be just fine for even the small trout, which I know mostly there are small trout in here. However, if it goes a long time without anything happening, probably will switch to a slightly larger setup, you know, appeal to the bigger fish, which just means, hey, there's bigger fish, I'll catch them. Small stuff doesn't appeal to him. So while we got that guy in the water, and because why not, that's what the 2-rod endorsement's for, never fish those paw lures in this spot. You know, I'm actually getting a strong suspicion the bathymetry of this place has changed so much, it might be too shallow over there. Get some distance on it. That won't do. I could feel I was in the mud. That's what we want. We want the rock. Are you having fun? Well, what was that? Sophia jumped real high? Let's see what that was. You want a hug? I want a hug. I love you. I love you. Hi. Yeah, you jump real high. Honey, no, no, no. You see all the mud right there? No. Yeah, don't want to fall in the mud. Thinking we might need to do that change I was talking about and appeal to some bigger fish. Alright, going with a size 6 octopus hook and 2 power bait eggs. Larger profile should appeal to a bigger fish, which might be what we're dealing with here. Which, of course, is no problem at all, catching bigger fish than I thought I would. Here. Daddy moved the foil around for you. Here you go. I'll tell you what, guys, the nice thing about these paw lures is that little Siwash hook, bringing it through this hydrilla and tall grass and not getting hung up. One big thing less to worry about when fishing with lures. Yeah, I probably should have guessed it'd be a lot shallower over here because one of the downsides of all the pennywort that was over here and just how overgrown this area was is anything that comes down the creek, any dirt, leaves, twigs, I mean, that stuff is just like a net that catches it and just collects it all right in front of it. And that goes on long enough the water depth lowers, but not this way, sort of this way.
Daddy.
Yeah?
The water.
Yeah, it's water. You want to sit with Dada? Yeah, sit with Dada. Oh, isn't this fun?
This is the You're fishing.
Yeah, Daddy's fishing. Sophia, I love
You.
I love you. I love you.
I love you.
Aww. Oh, Sophia, we've got a fish. Oh, and it's a big fish. Sophia, big fish. Yeah, this is a big fish.
Daddy, ducky.
Oh, it's a sucker fish. That's not what I was planning on catching, but look at this, honey. Look at that.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, you're gonna get the hook out of its mouth.
Hi, fish.
Hi, fish. Oh, look, honey. See the fish? Yeah, it's a sucker fish.
Hi, fish.
Hi, fish.
That fish.
Yeah.
Big fish.
Yeah, believe it or not, this is actually my first sucker fish I've ever caught out of here. Some people think these fish are bad, honey, but these are actually really good for a pond.
Hello, fish.
Hi, fish.
Hi, fish.
Fish says, hi, Sophia.
Hi, fish.
Do you want to touch it?
No.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna put the fishy back. Okay, watch. Go. Whoosh.
Oh, here, what is?
There it goes. See, swims off. Caught a fish, honey. Okay, we're gonna go fish somewhere else. It's okay, honey, it swam away.
Well, now I know it was causing all that wake around in this area. About a 2-pound sucker fish. Haven't caught one of those in a long time, which means probably no trout here right now. So I'm gonna go somewhere else where I know there's trout. All right, we're gonna reposition. We'll get back to you guys here in a second.
Sophia, Daddy got a fish.
Oh, I'm stuck in someone's line from the tree. That's awesome. Yeah, if I can get the fish, I'll gain a couple crankbaits that someone lost. Well, this 2-pound line isn't gonna cut it. Yeah, we're gonna put the fish in the water till this guy can come over and help us. I'll try to get it as level as I can. I see at least a crankbait, at least a blue fox.
$5.99.
Oh, my lure just came loose.
Got him.
Nicely done. That's a first for me.
I think I'm just right.
There we go. Thanks, man. You want a crankbait?
I will definitely take that.
All right. Well, you've gone through enough, little fish. We'll get you back out there.
Well, Sophia wants to see the fish.
Oh!
That's a rarity. You catch a trout and 3 lures. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look, honey. Yeah, a little trout. This is what Daddy's been trying to show you. This is
Okay.
You want to hold?
No.
Yeah, this is Daddy's namesake. Why they call me the TroutHammer.
Okay.
Here. Oh, it's okay. We'll get this one back in the water.
Geez, look at this. There's a night crawler. There's a worm.
You got 2, 3 spinners.
Look at all the different line.
Which one were you?
This right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. This is a nightmare.
It's like 5 lures, 2 treble hooks, and a worm. It's so cool. Insane.
Dude, a MEPS, 2 MEPS,
A blue
a blue fox, a Warden's. This is why. And then there's this on the ground. 3 treble hooks and like 15-pound line. right, now that tangled mess is out of the way. And come on, power bait, you're slacking. You haven't caught a trout for me yet this year. The Paul lures have been showing you up. I am loving these lures so much. I know, Paul, you're probably gonna watch these videos. You've done well, my friend. Man, I am finding all kinds of goodies just laying here on the floor. Whoever's fishing here before me is quite the pig. But hey, thanks for the free tackle. Yeah, another treble hook over here. Good grief. Someone like lost a whole tackle box here. So I know you guys have heard me say this before plenty of times, but like choosing lure color in situations like this, we got a little bit of stained water. Normally you'd want to run something with a duller color like a gold or a bronze, spinnerbait, spoon, anything like that. Going with the silver with the blue color because I mean we got a bluebird, well almost bluebird sky day, but it's, you know, right in the middle of the afternoon, sun's out. That's actually going to put off a lot more flash because there's barely a cloud in the sky than if I was fishing with a gold or a bronze colored lure. Good job.
Daddy?
Yeah. You're so good at casting, honey. Yeah, you practicing casting?
Yeah, I should actually check the power bait because I was so focused on saving the fish from the tackle aisle hanging from the tree. Would not be surprised if something was on this and just sitting still. But we now know the fish are closer. So we'll wait for a closer proximity doink. To prove my point about color selection of spoon right now, let's go with pretty much a pure silver, almost chrome finish. The main reason I say that is because I've taught it plenty of times before on this channel, and conventional fishing wisdom also says when you have a cloudy sky or you got muddy water, fish the darker color lures because they stand out better. But if you're putting off a lot of flash, like a spinner or a spoon, I actually say that if you're fishing a real clear sunny day and you still have dirty water, that silver lure is going to put off more flash than a gold color lure would. That is what you want. What on earth was someone doing over here? There's so much line. Not like different lines collected over time. This is all the same kind of line. That was me. That was foot doink.
Hello, fish.
Hello, fish.
You are so cute. Yeah. Fish are in the water. Yeah. Fish are in the water, and we use lures to catch them. Yeah, we lure them out of the water. You are so smart. You jump so high. You a dinosaur? Rawr. You're so silly. Uh-oh.
Well, that's me losing my first Paul lure. It's bound to happen sooner or later. I've got a suspicion that we've got lazy fish.
Fish in the water, Daddy's trying to get it.
And let's do the time warp again. So yeah, we are back to this spot, and number one reason why we're back to this spot is because I forgot a critical step in this process. This pond was not stocked yet. So I did something I actually have not done in more than a year and checked the stocking schedule, and they stocked this pond this week, so now we can expect to catch the species we're targeting. But now is even better because, I mean, as you can see, we've got a beautiful day today. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna get up to 80 degrees today. And this is just a few days after I started recording this video, so we're just kind of continuing on trying to teach more as we go. But an even greater benefit to us right now is the wind is coming toward us. So every time I go fishing and I teach something about fishing where the wind is, when you're fishing for a panfish species, something that's more of a bait fish or prey species, which trout still is because they're predated on by catfish and bass and other larger fish, they're following the food, and the food blows with the wind. So we got the wind blowing toward us, those fish are going to follow. And for bass fishermen, that's where you know the predatory species are following the prey species. The food moves the wind, the prey species follow the wind, the predatory species follow the prey species. Now the water is pretty low for this time of year. Normally the water is maybe,
up to there. You see where the bank kind of drops off and dries off up here. We had a weird wet season this year. It has either been flood or sun. We really haven't had any steady rain in between. It's just been a bunch of rain all at once to bring us to a flood stage, or no rain at all for like a week and a half. So in terms of water height and temperature, you really only have like one day every couple of weeks that is ideal conditions. So you just gotta learn to adjust as you go. Well, it's been about half an hour without any action. I think it's time to change the presentation a little bit. I think the depth is still good. It's about 18 inches between the hook and my weight. That's because even though it's been pretty warm the last couple of days, so the surface of the water is gonna be really warm, we don't wanna have the bait up there too long to be in that warmer water. The trout wanna be down where the colder water is. But remember, all fish, their eyes are orientated up. So if they're gonna look for food, they're not looking down for food, they're looking up for food. So it just broadens the range of appeal for the fish. So we're gonna go with some garlic scented power bait that has white on one side and some silver and blue flake on the clear side. Sophia, watch out. Watch out, Daddy's gonna cast. You can go over by your water. Thank you. Mudhole. Slimy. My home this is. Yeah, it's just the people that fish here are just absolute freaking pigs. There's no other way to describe it. But just in the last like 6 or 7 years I've been fishing this spot, I've honestly found probably close to $200 of tackle, good usable tackle, that people just leave here, along with the mountains of garbage. No. I'm not fooled by you, Windoink. I'll cast to one more spot before I come to any conclusions. Either we got here too late and the trout bite died off. It's one of the funniest things about fishing this lake. I swear the fish are on a schedule and they clock off work at 11 a.m. and we got here right before 11 a.m. Other possibility is they haven't stocked it yet, because I haven't seen any fish activity whatsoever. Not even the sucker fish I caught here. So I'll give this spot another 10-minute soak before we decide to pack up and move on. I know I've said this plenty of times in other trout fishing videos, but I'll say this for the new viewers. You really don't have to move around that much from spot to spot in a lake or pond when you're fishing for stock trout, because they're schooling species, and most of the time what they're doing is they're patrolling the shore looking for food. So even if you haven't had a bite since you started fishing, give it about 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops to give the fish time to come around to where you are, unless you're unlucky enough to get to the spot right after the school left and it's a rather large perimeter body of water and it's going to take them like an hour to get back to where you are. But if you target those high probability areas like I have here with the creek mouth flowing in, and you got that water line right on the edge where the current meets the stagnant water of the pond, that's where most of the fish are going to sit normally, just like sitting in that conveyor belt for food. So if you target those higher probability areas first, your chances of finding fish quicker go up, which is the only reason why I've stayed in the spot. The deepest spot in this pond is along that bank, about maybe 100 feet away from shore, because here it just very slowly and gradually goes out to maybe about 5, 6 feet, 7 feet deep over there. Well, including about 3 feet of mud. But a little watercraft lesson for you guys. If you want to find the deeper spot in a body of water, whether it's like a lake or a pond, two things that clue you into that. One is where the channel flows in, because the channel is going to dig out the bottom and it's going to just naturally make that area deeper. The other one is look at the bank and see where the steepest slopes are. You can see on the other side, those aren't just trees over there. That's actually a hill. Oh, not so much a hill, but just like a raised part of the bank that comes down to a steep slope, and it's going to continue on into the water until it reaches the bottom where the basin is, and then come back up the other side. But that side is inaccessible, except from boat. Well, that didn't take long. Well, that's not the first time I've caught a trout on a crankbait. It's just been a long time. I don't blame you, little dude, but you were a little confused. Yeah, did you see Daddy catch a fish? Yeah, I threw it back in the water. Yeah, I put one of these VMC treble hooks that has a blade attached to it on the back hook. If trout are gonna be an issue, I might need to take that off. You are so silly. Oh, Sophia, look, I had a dragonfly just land on me. Look. Got dragonfly just landed on me. See dragonfly? Yeah, these are pretty. What? There goes. There's a fish. Daddy caught fish, honey. Yeah, it's a decent-sized trout. Look, honey, fish. Wow. Hold on. Here, look. You want to see the fish? It's okay, honey. Fish is a little dirty, but see trout? Yeah. You want to hold?
No.
You want to touch it? Yeah, it's not going to do anything while Daddy's holding it, so go ahead and touch it.
No.
Oh, here it goes. Get this guy back in the water. Daddy's got another fish. 2 casts in a row. Look, honey. That's a bigger one. Isn't this fun? Daddy's catching fish? Yeah, a fish that big, I'm surprised this 2-pound test line didn't stand a chance. Just didn't want it living with this thing in its face for the rest of its life. Yeah, over the last year or so, I strayed away from the old faithful 2-inch curly tail grub on a 1/32 ounce jig head. Absolute confidence lure for me. Mostly just want to challenge myself. And right now I'm just having fun. I'm just using what I know works. Watch Daddy. Stay here. Stay, Sophia, don't stand on the rock. It's not stable. It's not a stable place to stand. See? Daddy caught a fish. Told you. Told you we'd come over here and Daddy would catch a fish. You want to reel it? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hold the rod. And reel it in. You know how. Yeah, keep doing that. Here, put your hand right here. Hold on tight. Yeah, look, you're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Mom, I got a fish.
You got a fish. Sophia, you reeled in your first fish. Yeah. You want to throw your fish in the water?
No.
Come here. Come over here. Come over here. You want to hold it? Okay. It's okay.
About the water.
Okay. There it goes. He knocked himself silly. Yeah, fish is still breathing. It's just not belly up. I've actually never seen a trout do that before. That's like me swimming in a reservoir. Oh, that was a bite. And yeah, that was probably you. So to show you guys what we got here out of that knot of stuff we pulled out of the tree. Got 4 of these smaller treble hooks. Looks like a size 6 bait holder, or a size 6 octopus hook. A couple of swivels with a clasp on the end. A couple of good split shots. Got a Warden's rooster tail. Got a Meps spinner, and I love these things, especially in that color. And then a blue fox that was kind of bent out of shape, but I think I got it straightened out. And then that square bill crankbait that I gave to the bass fisherman that just happened to be around that was able to help me get the stuff out of the tree, save the fish. So if you're watching this video, thank you again. Hope you enjoy the crankbait. You know, like I say, one man's trash. I have found so much money saved in fishing tackle, just fishing in places where people are just pigs and just leave stuff on the ground. So yeah, this took a little longer than I thought it was going to take, mostly because, well, the places I wanted to fish weren't stocked yet. But also my daughter's going fishing with me now, so it's a little bit slower of a process getting videos made, edited, all that stuff. I gotta take her out and show her the ways. But once again, I will say, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there and the notify bell next to it. Click all notifications so you guys won't miss a single video. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, tips up, tight lines, have fun fishing.